Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. The Penn State Board of Trustees has announced that they will meet in a virtual public session on May 22nd to consider the recommendations submitted by the President Neely Bandapudi regarding the future of the university's satellite campuses. Under the proposed recommendation, 7 campuses would close after a 2-year transition period, including Penn State Wilkes-Barre and Penn State York. The other 5 campuses previously considered for the closure would remain open and receive focused investment to support their long-term success. Among the 5 campuses chosen to remain in the recommendation are Penn State Hazleton and Penn State Schuylkill. PA State Representative Dane Watrow said the selection to keep Penn State Hazleton and Penn State Schuylkill open was a testament to the hard work and efforts of the local communities.
I want to say it's a victory, but you never know until the official vote is in. Right. And Penn State, Hazleton, and Schuylkill looking like they were going to be saved. We did a lot of work here, and I say we because it was a collaborative effort from many people, just not legislators, but the community, from the chambers, the Hazleton chamber, the Schuylkill chamber. They got involved, very active with it. Senator Argyle and myself, we had the hearing right here in Hazleton. I should say more like a roundtable discussion. And we also had one in Schuylkill County. And drew a lot of attention, and it was not, we gave facts, we showed proof. It's not about just the Nittany Lion and the statue. It is the hard numbers and the facts that we provided everybody with student enrollment, to the education that's being provided. And 2 of the main reasons that those campuses needed to stay is affordability and location.
Watrow said he hopes the final decision will be made to keep the campuses open, citing the impact the 2 campuses have on the local area.
Affordability is super important. A lot of people can't afford to be out there at main campus living. They commute back and forth. So many local people go to Penn State Hazleton here. So same with Schuylkill County. I'm very happy to hear that it's trending that way until the official vote is in. That is something that we're going to be just watching very close and continuing to fight for all students in that education system there. But I'm very happy, excited. I think my statement was in the paper today that I was just astounded, like I could do backflips, and just hoping. We're going to monitor it very close, but continue to draw attention to it.
The virtual public session will begin at 5 p.m. and will be live streamed through Microsoft Teams. The link to join the meeting can be found on the Penn State website at trustees.psu.edu under Meetings. For additional information or to read the full recommendation, you can visit roadmap.psu.edu. Former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Officials say Biden was diagnosed on Friday after reporting urinary symptoms. Following an examination, doctors say the cancer was also found to have spread to the bone. According to Biden's office, the former president and his family are still reviewing the available treatment options. On a social media post on Monday, Biden wrote that cancer touches us all and thanked the public for their love and support. President Donald Trump posted on Sunday evening that he was saddened by the news of Biden's diagnosis and wished him a fast and successful recovery. Former President Barack Obama and former Vice President Kamala Harris also extended their thoughts and prayers, noting Biden's strength and resilience in facing challenges. 9 residents have been displaced following a fire on Muir Avenue in Hazleton on Friday. According to officials, crews responded to the scene around 5 p.m. Upon arriving, crews located a fire on the 2nd floor of the residence that had spread to the 1st floor. According to a state police fire marshal, the fire has been ruled an accident and was caused by a child playing with matches in a bedroom closet on the 2nd floor. One firefighter was injured by a piece of flying glass and was treated at the scene by EMS. Officials report that 9 residents in total were displaced by the fire. The displaced residents are receiving assistance from the American Red Cross. Coming up on WYLN News, a woman is arrested on retail theft charges. Plus, Hazleton Public Transit announces an upcoming closure for Memorial Day. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health. Investing in your well-being and building healthier communities because more expertise and convenient care mean better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
My name is Andy, and tomorrow is going to be sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cher's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cher's is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A woman is facing charges in Wilkes-Barre Township after police say she was caught trespassing and shoplifting. Demi Marie Lamana was arrested on Highland Park Boulevard around 9:30 p.m. on Thursday, May 15th. Police say Lamana had previously been involved in at least 6 prior retail theft incidents. Lamana had been charged with retail theft and defiant trespassing. She was taken to the Luzerne County Correctional Facility for overnight arraignment. The Hazleton Public Transit Office has announced that there will be no bus services on Monday, May 26 in observance of Memorial Day. The Hazleton Public Transit Office will also be closed in observance of the holiday. The office and buses will resume their normal hours on Tuesday, May 27th. For additional information on bus schedules, you can visit their website at righthpt.com. A man from New Jersey is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Brad McClintock is wanted on charges of theft and forgery. He has also been charged with false identification to law enforcement. McClintock is known to have ties to New Jersey. Anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. WYLN is giving away free tickets to the NASCAR Cup at Pocono Raceway on Sunday, June 22nd. To enter, just like and comment on the ticket giveaway post on the WYLN News Facebook page. 2 winners will be randomly selected on Monday, May 26th, and will receive 4 tickets each. Coming up on Nanacoke's News Choice, we check in with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. Plus, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Catawissa Part 1. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when 2 healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More locations, more clinical trials, more breakthrough treatments. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to talk about why pregnant girls should be under chiropractic care, and the infant, how the birth process could be traumatizing. If I had a dream, every new baby would get a chiropractic analysis to see if the spine is in alignment. So stay tuned for a great show.
Welcome back to Crocomo's County Report. I'm joined as always with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo. Imelda, how's it going today?
It's going really well. How's it going with you?
It's going pretty good. Wish it wasn't raining, but you know.
I know. You know, I think May is the new April.
Yeah, that's really what it seems like. But I guess that means June will be pretty sunny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are fastly approaching the upcoming primary election here in Luzerne County. I know there's always really great information that people can access on the county website regarding it. But if there's anything in particular they want our viewers to know with the upcoming election.
I heard there's an election on Tuesday. There is an election on Tuesday, and we've been preparing for a long period of time. I know that the judges' bags went out last week, and of course, Election Day begins at 7 a.m. The polls open. If you need to look for your polling site, you can look on our website or the State Department, the Pennsylvania State Department, to find out where your polling site is. So the polls open at 7, they close at 8. If there's a line at 8 o'clock, the polls have to stay open until everyone who was in that line at 8 o'clock gets to vote. And we will have the results by midnight on Election Day. It's a long day, and I want to publicly thank all the poll workers and judges of election and our staff. We bring a lot of people on board from the county staff. I want to thank our sheriffs. They transport the ballots from the southern part of the county to the bureau in Wilkes-Barre. Sometimes people say, why can't Luzerne County get the results in quicker? And that's because we have to gather the votes in the southern part of the county, and we have to make that trip with the ballots, the machines, back to Wilkes-Barre. So that's what delays our reporting for a short period of time. But we will have the results by midnight. So if you are registered to vote and you're able to vote, and if you haven't sent in the mail-in ballot, vote.
Absolutely. Yep, definitely make that plan to vote if you can. I know you also wanted to share with us some information regarding the grant that the county received.
We've applied and received a grant. It's called the STEMP grant, and we'll be working with DCED and consultants for a 5-year strategic financial plan, and also an asset management. We have a lot of buildings, and I can tell you we're not using them efficiently, and we're going to be looking at that to make sure not only that the buildings are used efficiently, but that they're used in a manner that makes it easier and more accessible to the public. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'll keep you updated as it progresses.
All right, yep, sounds good. I know that's definitely a concern with a lot of people within the county, so it'll be great to hear updates on that and how that grant will be utilized to figure out a good solution for those.
Absolutely,
for those
absolutely.
All right.
We definitely have to keep the public in mind when we're putting certain departments in certain buildings.
Absolutely. And is there anything else you want to share with us this week, Romilda?
Just remember, if you can vote, vote.
Absolutely. Well, as always, I want to thank Romilda Carril-Gamo for joining us here on Carril-Gamo's County Report, and we'll see you next time.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on Wyln Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30. Attention, WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call Wyln News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. Wyln, we're your local network.
My name is Andy, and tomorrow's going to be sunny.
A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
The first European to reach the shores of the Susquehanna River in Lower Columbia County was French trader James Latorte, who passed through in 1728 bearing a message of goodwill to the local Native Americans. He brought on his journey a coat for the celebrated chieftainess Madame Montour. Afterwards, though, it would be several more decades before settlers would start arriving in larger numbers. William Henry would be the first to own the land in the area. Others arrived soon after him, settling down not far from the rock formation known either as Indian Head Rock or Profile Rock, which still stands today on Route 42 just north of today's community. Another early settler was William Hughes, who in 1787 laid out a town, selling lots therein by lottery. The new community would thus originally be named Hughesburg in his honor. Afterwards, though, it would be renamed to Catawissa, which derives from the Native American word Catawisse, meaning pure water. The name had already been applied to the nearby Catawissa Creek. Once incorporated, Catawissa started growing slowly but surely. The first school in the community would be opened in 1800. The first mill in the future Columbia County would be on the banks of Catawissa Creek in 1774. The first official business in town was a tannery run by Isaiah Willits, who also operated a local ferry in 1780 at the corner of today's 3rd and South Street. The Old Stone Mill, operated by Christian Bropes, began service in 1799, owned by several men over the decades, and operated until it burned down in 1910. The first school in Catawissa opened for students in 1800, and the Catawissa Fire Company was established in 1827. The biggest business in Catawissa's early years, though, was the paper mill opened by Benjamin Sharpless in 1811. Sharpless had become interested in papermaking after finding out that his brother Jonathan had been making a fortune doing the same in Ohio during a visit there. Benjamin took on John Clark as a partner, bought out the former shoemaker grist mill, and remodeled it to make paper. The partners would operate the mill through 1834 when Clark passed on. Several owners would take possession of the paper mill over the ensuing decades. The building burned down in 1882 but was subsequently rebuilt. Purchased at sheriff's sale in 1900 following its previous owners falling heavily into debt, it was renamed Pennsylvania Paper Mills. It was temporarily closed in 1903 to install modern machinery, but these did not work as planned, and soon the mill was back in debt. By 1913 it had gone to receivership and was dismantled. Other businesses, though, would take over the site, as in 1918 the Central Forging Company, which made steel unions, opened on the old paper mill property. When this too fell into debt, it was reworked by new owners into the Catawissa Valve and Fitting Company, which would operate for many decades thereafter. Many of the early residents of Catawissa were Quakers. Among them were Moses Roberts, who arrived in the Catawissa area around 1772, and some credit with building the first permanent building in town. He is also credited by some for building, at the corner of South and 3rd Streets, a log meeting house. It is unclear exactly which year the structure went up, although it appears to have been between 1775 and 1889. The meeting house served the community's Quaker community regularly through 1808, when a declining parish due to Quaker immigration to Canada led to a vote to move meetings to Muncie. They returned to Catawissa, however, in 1814, when it was decided the distance to Muncie was too great for travel at the time. This time, the structure remained as an active meeting house through 1855, when it was closed after a meeting in Berwick. By 1890, it had laid abandoned for over 20 years. It was then that Mary Emma Walter moved to Catawissa from Philadelphia, intending to keep the meeting house open. Walter repaired the building and upgraded the grounds, and for the next 30 years, she attended Sunday services at the meeting house as its only congregant. Her efforts at restoration paid off in the long term. The Catawissa Friends Meeting House still stands in Catawissa today, having been added to the National Registry of Historic Places in 1978. Its cemetery includes the grave of Hugh Hughes, who crossed the Delaware with George Washington before the Battle of Trenton, which, along with the other graves there, is now also preserved for posterity.
My name is Andy, and tomorrow is going to be sunny.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,